Patterson. Senator Hanson.
Thank you very much, Mr Acting Deputy Chair. The notice motion blaming the Turnbull government for the unfair budget that delivers tax handouts for multinationals and millionaires while hurting everyday Australian families. They don't need a budget for this to hurt everyday Australian families. And the fact is that I find it very hypocritical to the Chair that the Labor are actually blaming the government for this, when I remember here in this place or in the other chamber that in 1996 I spoke about multinationals not paying their fair share of tax in this place in 1996, and I was basically looked down upon, laughed at, ridiculed, and if I recall, it was years under Labor, the Hawke government and the Keating government, and that was just the first year when the Howard government took over. I don't believe it just comes down to what's in the budget and looking after the multinationals. I think it goes further than that, right across the board in government legislation. Now, I've actually had a meeting today with a gentleman from Queensland. His name's Kane Booth. He's a farmer, he's got a wife and he's got 2 children. Actually, Mr Booth is in the chamber. Welcome. Mr Booth has an issue with government. And it's all about, he has a property at Chinchilla, he has 1,100 acres, and it's been taken over by coal seam gas mining. Now, we actually have to look at this. This gentleman for 7 years has been fighting this. It's the multinationals. Here you have, and the Labor talks about multinationals, here you have a APA. They actually own the gas piping on his property. And APA is actually have the most of the gas pipes and are the most profitable gas company in Australia. But APA has donated $10,492 to the Labor Party. Well, it is the Labor Party in Queensland, the state government, who are not doing anything about his problem, an environmental problem, because they have gone, Mr Booth I should say, has gone to the Department of Environmental Heritage and Protection to put in a complaint. They've investigated, but they have not brought down their report for 10 months. 10 months and they're still waiting, and it should have been brought down under legislation within 40 days. Why are they shutting it down? So we don't need to really look at the budget here. Actually, another thing I must tell this chamber and the people of Australia, they know what I'm talking about, because the people of Australia have been very angry about the multinationals, what's happening in our country, the sale of our land, foreign ownership, the gas of the North West Shelf. We are getting nothing from it. We're paying dearly for it because of the multinationals and what is happening in Australia. Also, the small number of petroleum companies in Australia donated $300,000 to the Labor Party. $300,000. Should we also mention about Sam Destasari and his $5,000 for legals, or his $1,600 for, not Desperado, Destasari. Senator, sorry, to the chair. $1,600 for legal expenses. Both sides of politics need to clean up their act as for what the public expect. There's a pub test here. And to Mr Booth and his family, I will continue to fight for his right to have justice for those many other Australians, especially around Chinchilla, because of the coal seam gas and the state government allowing for these wells to be put in. And I have seen children with their noses running with blood, black under their eyes, and they are sick, and no one is taking responsibility for this. We cannot allow multinationals to take over our country and have control of it, and their tax benefits and cuts, and they're not paying taxes in this country. So I would like to finish with saying this is just not the government, the Turnbull government's problem. It is both sides of this parliament. It is both the Liberal and the Labor Party and the Nationals for consecutive years for not reining in and making the multinationals pay their fair share of tax. Thank you.